Ladies and gentlemen, this is Master Sergeant Bobby, former chief investigator of the online Special Investigation Group, stepping out of the shadows to address a disturbing case that's been brought to my attention. Thanks to the courageous post from @angelic_gamer_Sarah, we've got a spotlight on a YouTube channel at Maraho that's raising red flags faster than a battalion on high alert. Let me lay it out plain and simple. What we're dealing with here is a textbook case of cyberbullying, potential content theft, and a flagrant disregard for the principles that should govern online communities. I've seen my share of digital battlefields, and this one stinks of misconduct from the get-go. First off, let's tackle the core allegation. @angelic_gamer_Sarah, in a heartfelt rant event post dated just a day ago, claims she's being harassed by @Maraho for no apparent reason. She describes community posts featuring her original character OC with a bloody face, a blatant act of intimidation that's left her at her wit's end. As someone who's spent years dissecting online harassment patterns, I can tell you this isn't random mischief, it's targeted, it's personal, and it's designed to inflict emotional harm. The fact that Sarah states she did nothing to provoke this onslaught only deepens the concern. Cyberbullying thrives in the shadows of anonymity, but when it spills into public posts with violent imagery, it crosses a line that no platform should tolerate. With 435 likes and 64 comments on her post, it's clear the community is rallying behind her, and that's a signal we can't ignore. Now, let's dig into the evidence. The screenshots attached to Sarah's post show @Maraho's recent uploads, including titles like Received, @angelic_gamer_Sarah and Killed and Died, @angelic_gamer_Sarah. These animated depictions likely from a gacha-style platform portray violent interactions between characters, one resembling Sarah's OC and another bearing @Maraho's signature look of glasses, cherry hair clip, and a red outfit. This isn't creative storytelling. It's a deliberate attempt to mock and degrade. The comments on these posts, like "Leave Sarah alone now," further suggest a community backlash, indicating that others see the malice too. As an investigator, I classify this as a pattern of aggressive behavior, potentially violating YouTube's community guidelines on harassment and bullying. The platform's own rules demand action when content targets individuals with intent to harm, and this case screams for scrutiny. But the rot doesn't stop there. Sarah raises a critical point about @Maraho's content integrity. She alleges that the channel copies videos and steals ideas, claiming them as original despite the evidence to the contrary. With 7.5K subscribers and 84 videos, racking up 579,736 views. Since joining in December 2021, @Maraho has built a following, yet Sarah questions how. Given the dictionary definition of stealing, this is a serious accusation that warrants a deep dive. Content theft undermines the creative ecosystem, and if true, it could explain the channel's rapid rise. I've seen cases where inflated subscriber counts mask plagiarized work, and the lack of originality Sarah points out coupled with the aggressive posting suggests @Maraho might be gaming the system. Without real-time access to the full video catalog, I can't confirm every instance, but the pattern of behavior aligns with opportunistic exploitation. Let's talk numbers and context. @Maraho's subscriber base and view count indicate a dedicated audience, but the recent posts targeting Sarah show a shift toward controversy-driven engagement. This isn't uncommon. Some creators stir drama to boost visibility, but when it involves personal attacks, it's a red flag. Sarah's call to report and block this person with a direct link to @Maraho's profile, a known link, is a plea for justice, and it's one I'd back as an investigator. The engagement on her post, hundreds of likes and dozens of comments, shows a community ready to stand against this. Yet, with 7K subscribers, @Maraho holds a platform that could amplify this behavior further, making swift action essential. As a former chief investigator, I've seen how cyberbullying escalates. What starts as animated jabs can spiral into real-world threats. As historical cases like Gamergate have shown, the violent imagery, bloody faces, fight scenes might be dismissed as just cartoons, but context matters. When paired with targeted tags like @angelic_gamer_Sarah, it's a message, not a game. YouTube's responsibility is clear: investigate, moderate, and protect. The platform's failure to act swiftly could embolden @Maraho, turning a personal vendetta into a broader campaign. I've dealt with channels that slipped through the cracks, only to face strikes after public outcry. @Maraho could be heading down that path. So, what's the evidence stack up to? We've got targeted posts, violent depictions, community outrage, and allegations of content theft. It's a damning dossier that demands action. To @Maraho, I say this: your 7K subscribers don't grant you a license to harass or steal. To YouTube, I urge immediate review. Don't let this fester. And to @Angelic_Gamer_Sarah, know that your voice has sparked a call to arms. This investigator stands with you. The digital battlefield is messy, but justice can prevail. Let's hold the line.